I think I'd like to welcome Norman Finkelstein first to the rostrum. And then here. Yeah. And then.
And if you don't need the book stand, you can just put it.
Oh, yeah. I might. I don't know how this is going to work at all. This is called At Home in Cincinnati. Wow. When I was a boy, I thought that Connecticut was the place where things connect. Later, I learned that such places were everywhere and nowhere. Insert image here. Old postcards are preferable. Vacation spots which have fallen out of fashion. Faded photos from the family album are also acceptable, but don't overdo it. Please don't go to any trouble. Consider how the items arrive, always from out of state. They arrive mysteriously, often with postmarks years out of date. I am a foot soldier. The higher levels have their reasons. I open the box and find old vintages, old quotations. I open the box only to discover the suspicions one harbors during the tense scenes of questionable movies. Suspicions. I was talking about it, and she said, "It's not a job." "No," I answered, "it's a vocation, a calling." Second box that is based on numerological formulations. And the particular section that I'm going to read is all sixes, which means that there are 6 sections, 6 little poems per section, 6 lines per poem. So that's how the formulations tend to work. So you can all count on your fingers. You see him strolling along West End Avenue, briefcase in hand, and you say goodbye, endless losses, limited possibilities. Dwindling to a point in some fashionable neighborhood where you are only a visitor, and the background shifts, and they keep on talking as you leave the room. It is almost a story, but let's sit this one out, almost on a dare. Dare him to become any possibility found in your file. There in his briefcase, your file in his briefcase, his file in yours. Not strolling but hurrying, a courier among couriers, possessed of secrets. Going from room to room, hardly speaking, with a briefcase full of files. Almost on a dare, he considers the possibilities. Sits this one out. Shed like a skin, he becomes his absence, and so is always there. And you take up residence in the shape of his absence, and so recognize your face in the mirror, recognize yourself, strolling in the distance, someone else as he disappears. More or less than game, more or less than confession, neither psyche nor episteme, rather a tune sung out of nowhere before it disappears. So that the consequences of such an act signify what is really a movement going from here to there. So that he returns to wandering, a theme like any other, nomadic variations conducted in the wilderness, in the presence of presence. Unquestionably a psyche, unquestionably an episteme, unquestionably more or less, say a song, say an invention. Say an opening as in a game, an opening in the middle of things. Reb Derasha opened. That was one way to do it. And this is another. Why is it this way and not another? Why this game? Why a game at all? These discontinuities mark a passage of this, rest assured. And rest assured that the game is serious, which is why we play. Now the game played in this tractate, now the subject addressed in this section, now in this, now the A third time, the other two are gone now. It leads up to this. Goodbye, dear friend. Now you are part of the inscriptions. Now you have done your part. Afterwards, an aftertime, an afterword, a shuttling between fiction and history, a balance. Afterwards, an anti-time, unbalanced slide, hour of lead, fiction and history in a single stroke. Gone in a single stroke, gone into the world, or gone into that world, leaving me. Empty house, empty landscape, evacuated of all meaning, save this, save this. Save this remnant, these scraps of meaning, or else remove me hence unto that hill.